Lungs after 10 years of smoking versus lungs after 10 days of breathing New York City air. Funny enough, I think I've only spent about a total of 10 days in New York City in my entire life. Looks like I'm not making it past the age of 60. I will never move to the USA, says this EU citizen. One American looks at him, gives him the nice thumbs up. Anyways, and they just continue on their day. I love that you can swap the flags here and it would still be funny. Both memes work. Welcome to the gates of hell. And of course, this is going to be the first word that they greet you with. Oh man, this is really gonna turn me into a better person. I would not want to be stuck here. Babe, it's August. Time for your 4th heat wave. Yes, honey. I don't live in Europe, but I'm pretty over these heat waves as well. Can we get the sun to chill for a second? Germany in the 80s, we designed a revolutionary new train system. Versus Germany now, please give us more Autobahn lanes. Wait, don't do that. Don't increase the lanes. We gotta learn from our mistakes here in the US. We only fight to defend ourselves. NATO keeps expanding near Russia's borders. Why do so many countries near Russia's borders keep requesting NATO membership? Yeah, it's pretty much just a vicious cycle at this point. What's gonna happen next? Half of Britons wouldn't take a trip to the moon, even in guaranteed safety. Congratulations, sir! You've won a free trip to the moon! Mate, I live in Stockport. If I want to see barren gray wasteland utterly devoid of intelligent life, I can just go outside. Yeah, pretty much looks like the moon to me. Wow, British TV used to be ruthless.
Anything from probably about 8 to up to 15 packets on a really bad day.
No wonder he's such a massive fatty. Look at him shoveling them in.
Oh my goodness. Okay, to be fair, this was also like American reality shows like 15 years ago. This was just the theme. Those shows used to be brutal back in the day. Breaking news. Signs of life found in Wales. Something tells me the Welsh probably don't want to go to the moon either, especially when this is already in your backyard. Americans when they don't know where Africa is on a map versus Americans when a foreigner can't name all 51 states. My brother in Christ, I can't name all 51 states. What is this 51st state? I don't know what you're talking about. People who live in this part of India, literally just swapping back and forth between Nepal and Bangladesh on a daily basis. Not even on a daily basis, like an every second basis. Paraguay thinking that they're gonna win against, okay, yeah, that was Paraguay for sure thinking it was gonna be fine against the Third Alliance, and that is pretty much how it went. I'm so glad that I was Paraguay and Frank was this man. Definitely 90% of me died that day, I promise you. The Balkans during the Cold War, pretty much everyone going communist, except for Greece and Turkey. Look at these buddies, friends till the end, obviously. Maybe that's why their rivalry went so hard. They had to compete to see which one is more anti-communist. There's always something between those two. POV, you made a meme about hating Moldovans. Silly other Balkaners, you can't make fun of great Moldova without consequences. Negative 1,000 downvotes? Okay, remind me to never say anything bad about Moldova ever again. That's probably why my channel is even still around. I don't think I've even mentioned this country more than like 3 times. The entire nation of Serbia win. A 16-year-old Johan from Sweden says he hopes it collapses. They literally cannot recover. You ruin every single Serbian's day. Please stop bullying poor Serb. An army to conquer Portugal and to occupy Spain as well. France just trying to give this, of course, to Spain. Napoleon, what a funny guy. Unfortunately, it wasn't gonna go necessarily as easy as he thought, but it is a little bit weird that you didn't see this come in Spain. Slovaks type in the most BS pseudo-historical national history ever written just to mask the fact that they were invented in 1848. I love how so many people dunk on Slovaks for being invented in 1848 when a lot of countries in the Western Hemisphere were created around that time too. I mean, we here in the US were only like 75 years earlier. Wait, Germany didn't unite till 1871? A massive controversial text or image. Meanwhile, my cursor. I could literally put like the most horrible words ever, but as long as I cover up one of the letters with my mouse, it's all good. I mean, weirdly, that is how YouTube works, though. Let's see what's trending on Indian Twitter. Hashtag India stands with Palestine. Hashtag India stands with Israel. Hashtag China, okay. Man, India Twitter seems wild. I should check out this place more often. POV, a Vietnamese store owner, is explaining why she's barely breaking even, selling you genuine Gucci socks for 15 million dong. 15 million dong? How much is that? Do I want to know? Oh, okay, it's 600 bucks. That's still a lot. I like that I just Googled this and it knew. Kid, I'm gonna make a lemonade stand. Meanwhile, the IRS, upon seeing this attempt at untaxed income, and they'll throw him in jail too. Doesn't matter if he's 7 years old. Me trying to decide what to do in Missouri. Man, Missouri looks like one fun place. How do y'all figure out what to do over there? It just seems like there's so much. Welcome to Kansas. Is this, oh, is it just the zombie apocalypse, basically, in Kansas. There's not a single 3-story building in that entire state. Countries that celebrate independence from Poland. And never forget it too, Russia. You're lucky Poland allows you to stay independent. They brought you into this world and they will take you out. I guess in a way, Poland also got their independence from Russia, so the tables turned a little bit. Where's my boy Lithuania, though? Lithuania deserves some credit. Honey, tell me what's wrong. The British people are French and German. The Scots are the real British people. Oh, frick. Talk about mind-blowing. My life will never be the same. A short summary of this guy's trip to Brussels. European Parliament, European Parliament, European Parliament. Yeah, this guy's mom was probably not very happy. I can see why you'd want to go, though. This place looks nuts. This actually looks like some sort of sci-fi movie on the inside. California, after successfully stopping an important infrastructure project that would benefit everyone to save an endangered fish nobody's heard of. I don't think I've ever heard a more accurate Californian meme in my life. Why is this so perfect? POV, you're European during the whole Pacific Rim thing. What were they doing the whole time? Just watching us get obliterated? They literally did not care that any of this was going on. The inferior fork versus the superior spoon. Wait, you guys use spoons for cake? I would totally use a fork for cake, but I just realized that it doesn't really matter. Well, if you're gonna eat something creamy like this, I could see why you would need a spoon. This just screams fork to me. Is this just a European thing? Americans complaining about only being able to afford a studio apartment on minimum wage, while the Europeans with master's degrees living with 5 roommates listens. Okay, anyone with a master's degree with 5 roommates, I could see that. That's rough. When you bring nothing but wise words to a knife fight. Your opponent attacked the wise words himself, going straight for their place of origin. Oh man, you didn't have to stab the guy in his esophagus though. Me, after 2.5 hours of unsuccessfully trying to find a comfortable position to sleep in, I too become possessed by a 5,000-year-old demon. Thought I was the only one. When the peasants start complaining that they can't afford gas. I mean, why don't you already have an electric vehicle? Just spend like 50 grand on one, it's no big deal. How many French citizens are in your country? Who is the imposter? Man, there's an awful lot of places that are looking sus, that's for sure. I think I know where this sussiness spawns, but man, they are just spreading everywhere. How did 5,000 French get to Romania? Are you telling me there's 0 in Hungary and Slovakia? You only get to pick one, an unlimited supply of mug root beer, or England is gone. No more England. Talk about top 10 hardest choices I've ever had to make in my life. Americans when gas prices rise from $4.28 to $4.29 versus Europeans when gas prices rise from an arm and a leg to 2 kidneys and a severed head. I mean, at least the Europeans were able to still hobble around before. Now they're just gonna have to run around headless. Germany when inflation is increased by 0.1%. Why was I born in Germany? I wish I didn't exist. Meanwhile, in Turkey, when inflation is announced to be 169%. Oh, first time? Just another year in Turkey. It's all good though. This actually gives me a whole nother perspective even as an American. The healthiest teeth index. I don't know how I missed this map before. Wait a second, Croatia. What the hell is going on? 0? What was, what? And I'm not gonna forget about you either, Slovakia. 4? Do all Italians have perfect teeth? Is this even trustworthy? Haha, you're a nationalist. Yes. Yeah, that's not really an insult here in these countries. Stay proud of it. Doesn't matter whether you're a Chad from Croatia or a femboy from Slovenia. Apparently a Turkish man invented the steam engine 200 years before the Industrial Revolution, but he only made it into a spin donor. Or spin donor. Wait, wasn't there also a steam engine made like 1,000 years before the Industrial Revolution? Wait a second, no, this was made in the 1st century in Roman Egypt. So I guess everywhere was just discovering this technology. We just didn't even know how to use it. Virgin Templar, Deos Vault, didn't even make it to the New World. Despite having thousands of allies, he couldn't even beat the Chad Ayubans versus Chad Conquistador. Actually made it to the New World plus ultra. Godlike beard. His king admired him and allowed him to own his land. Also smart enough to ally themselves to defeat the lad sex. I've never seen this comparison before. It's a European world. You're just living in it. So here in blue, we have all of Europe. In green, we have colonized or controlled by Europe at some point. This is just the Western world outside of Europe. I mean, obviously they controlled this too. The orange, which is still European sphere of influence, according to this. Although I can remember one time where these guys were definitely doing their own sphere of influence on like the entire world. I feel like this map is probably missing some things, but well, I'm just gonna move on. Whoever told me to come to London owes me an apology. This literally looks like the saddest meal I think I've ever seen in my life. Where's all the other stuff? You can't just give him this? This is definitely gonna turn him into an American psycho. I have a question. State your question. Is France a valid country? Everyone, no. Well, I guess that settles that, doesn't it? The Fiat 126P versus the Skoda Fabia green line thing. Both high level of insecurity with 24 HP. I think this is referring to horsepower, but why am I thinking of like health bars. Both happen to be banned in the USA. I guess we here are like really terrified of V4 engines. Czech tourist, why do the locals make fun of us? We're completely normal, just like everybody else. Meanwhile, also the Czech tourists. Wait, what is going on? Okay, first of all, these guys just look like they know how to have fun. Do they just bring their stuff with them even out into nature? I would love to one day take a photo like this, man. This guy's epic. Most used smartphone brand in Europe. First of all, I had no idea a majority of Europe uses Samsung. Poland using Huawei, and I don't even know what Belarus is using. But the focus of this map is, wait a second, maybe Estonia can into Nordic. They really are following the rest of their brothers. Still, you really got to change that flag. Boom, there you go. It's that easy. These are still your colors and everything. Or maybe we go with like black on the inside. I don't know. It's pretty simple though. Indonesians discussing if couples should hold hands. Also, Indonesians discussing if Malaysia should be nuked or not. For some reason, I have a feeling they are all in agreement. They think that yes, it should be nuked. When weebs go to Japan and find an oppressive society filled with depressed people instead of a kawaii school arc utopia. And now they are trapped there forever. We are not going to take them back. This is probably happening on like a daily basis. Yes, we're from New Mexico. How did you know? If I ever come across any New Mexico citizen, which I have not yet in my life, and they don't look like one of these 8 people, well, I'll just refuse to believe them. There's just no way. Wait, actually this one too. Virgin First Czechoslovak Republic versus Chad Second Great Moravian Empire. First of all, the one on the left, name created by merging 2 different nations. Pfft, literally never existed before history. Capital is far on the western side of the country. Has more Germans than Slovaks. Barely can that. Ruled by Prague, like WTF? Wait, Czechoslovakia only started in 1928? Oh, okay, I was gonna say 1918, so they lasted to be like 20 years old. Meanwhile, the Moravian Empire has capital in the middle of the country, continues tradition of a great empire. Only one nation forming the core of the nation sees historical claims in these places. Nationals of state form clear majority. Yeah, they would have a capital that's more in the middle of the country. I wonder if they started this, if this would have been harder to break apart. Like that had been a similar issue for Austria-Hungary or the Poland-Lithuanian Commonwealth. When you name your country with 2 separate nations, you're just asking to get divided. Don't do that anymore. Learn from literally the countless examples in history. And big thanks to Twick and Hamster, the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, Drew's Argentinian grandpa, Aushtin, Powersh, Fazha, $20 is a lot, Drew, aPhatNarwhal, Barnsky W, Isaac, I guess, bringbackpolandball, Cowboys 83, Price, istoledrewspetdog, Monday, ortin 5610, Philipp RF, Robert E, RyeThePie, the Mexican 760. And why am I doing this?